Well, look what I got in the mail. The Jaclyn Hill Anything for Views palette, girl. If she's not bitching, she's putting on makeup. Check her out, girl. I have it right here in its full glory. Girl, it's been like, this palette has been out for a while. I kind of feel like the trend is over, like the hype done died down a little bit. So I was like, girl, I have the palette right here. One of my subscribers sent it to me. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and we're back with another video. Today I have the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm like so excited to have this palette. It took me forever to finally like get it, and it's special thanks to Jessie Locker who sent this to me. I've tried several times to get it, but the palette was always sold out. So Jessie was nice enough to buy an extra one for us and send it to me, so I really appreciate that. So I said in my anti-haul that I wouldn't buy it strictly because I couldn't get it because it's always sold out, but now that I have it, let's test it out. I'm just gonna go ahead and just give you my first impressions, my thoughts, my reviews. You know, nothing major. There's a lot of videos on this palette out there already. So now that the hype has died down, I feel like, you know what, I can go ahead and just give a really cool laid back review. So it came with this, girl, and that's so freaking shady of Morphe to go ahead and feature Jaclyn Hill's lazy eye on this damn card, girl. Okay, these are some of the colors, but you already know, here she is, and here they are glorifying her lazy eye. That's so shady, girl. But we're gonna go ahead, lazy eye aside, we're gonna go ahead and open up the video here. Open up the box. Now, already what I don't like about this is like really plasticky. It feels like cheap, wet cardboard. It doesn't feel like thick cardboard. That's what I don't like already. So I thought it would be like a hard type of thick plastic like this, but it's not. It's just cardboard. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever, girl. Lazy eye featured again, okay? Toss it off to the side. We're gonna open this up. Ooh, this is the back of the palette, I believe. I've never seen the back of it. There's some specs here. You can see that there. So turning it over, you do have her signature there. And yeah, like I said, it's just plastic. I thought I would love for it to be this. Like if it was this, that would have been 10 times more sickening. In my opinion, I'm not to have it. But it's just a little cheap cardboard, girl. We're gonna open it up. You can already see the little magnet right there. It's kind of tilted off to the side, but whatever. Here's a little plastic. Take it off to the side there. All right, so here's the palette. Now I'm gonna be using this Morphe brush here because it is a Morphe palette. Why not use a Morphe brush, right? I'm gonna move over to this side so the audio sounds a little different because I'm over here, okay? So I just like this one. Let me see. The colors I like already are these right here, okay? So I wanna go ahead and I'm gonna pick up some of these colors. Swatch some of it here. See that? Girl, I was like talking to myself and my camera freaking like ran out of memory. So I'm gonna show you what I got so far. I swatched this one and I put them there and you can see them right here. So yeah, I like them. The purple, I don't know. I felt like it wasn't that like in your face. You can see that here. Hopefully you can pick that up. But that's more like a blue, not really a purple. Let's try the purple though. So I'm gonna grab some of it here. Okay. Girl, what's going on? Well, I definitely gotta build that up, don't I? All right, so I'm gonna grab some here and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it on my hand. There you go. Picks up a lot better than the other one. Let me pick, I wanna like give this one a fair chance and get some more of it. I'm gonna get a lot of it and try it out. I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. There you go. What do you think about that? Yeah, I think it came out, to me it came out pretty nice. And just to show you like the difference between these two, you can see them there. It kind of looks similar, but you can see they're a little bit different. Okay, so the next color that I really want to try is going to be this one right here. I'm going to grab some of that there and put it off to the side there. You can see a little bit of that. I'm going to grab some of it and I'm going to put it on my hand. And I'll put that right here. Look at that. That's so nice of a color. Just to let you know, my hand doesn't have any primer, no base, nothing like that. Just showing you, you know, how it would really look like with nothing added on. But I'm pretty sure these colors would look really amazing if you put some saturation over the colors. Okay, so the next color that I think I would actually use in this palette would be this yellow, or whatever it's called there. You can see it there. I'm gonna swipe it right here. Huh. Let me get a lot more of it. Girl, she ain't doing nothing, girl. All right, whatever. Evidently, she doesn't want to come off on the paper, but let's see how it goes on the skin. Put that right there. Oh yeah, I can see that's very like hot Cheeto, girl. That's what that reminds me, a little hot Cheeto color. I don't think I would actually use that color at all. Only because it doesn't really pop. But I guess if you had like a more warmer tone, it definitely would come off better. But on my skin tone, I guess because I'm just yellow underneath, who knows? That's why it didn't really show off that well. But I think that's just more of a preference of my skin tone than it is the actual palette itself. But who am I, girl? Who am I? Okay, so the next color I want to try, I don't even know what that is anymore. There's all the fallout on it. Let me see. I want to try these right here. These look really cool. I'm gonna do a little swatch here. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this one here. Put it right here. Nothing popped up. Get a generous amount here. And we're gonna put that right here. Can kind of see it. There you are. All right. I don't have anything to say about that one, honestly. I don't. Almost was like a highlighter. That's what the kind of vibe I got from that. And as I'm talking to you, I'm over here like cleaning my brush so I can get like another swatch of something else. But yeah, it was cute, but it was cute or whatever. Okay, next color. We're gonna grab this one here. Go ahead and blend that in. Put that over here. You see there, a little smudge there. Girl, this brush, this Morphe brush, girl, I haven't had it that long. She straight up looks like that Cynthia doll from Rugrats. Like, she has seen better days, girl. Okay. So I'm gonna put this one right here. What do you think about that? Think about that, huh? That one's pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it. But it ain't for everybody. You know, it's that type of color. It's not for everybody. And again, I'm just going to simply swatch some of the colors that I know I would actually use. And then we have this one here. I'm going to grab this one and a little bit of it there. I'm trying to get a lot there. All right. So here's the next one. See that? Kind of looks similar. These three were kind of almost identical with like a slight difference. I don't know if it was actually worth it. This black, I do want to see what this is. Ooh, it's like a really deep black. There's no like mica, there's no glitter to it. I like that. I actually like that one. I feel like every palette, no matter how like grand or basic it is, should have like a black in there if you can. It should have a black. Only because it's just like, you know, like if you're in a quick hurry, a quick smoky eye, and you're on the go, like boom, it's really all you need, girl. A little black dress, smoky eye, you're ready to go, not bother. I'm not just keeping it real, like, you know, most women's go-to look real quick is just, you know, throw on a quick smoky eye. And that's the fastest way to get a man. But if you have extra time, you know, throw on a little pink, girl, throw on a little blue. You know, put a little bit more effort, you know? Maybe he'll buy you a drink or take you on a limo ride around the city, who knows? Okay, the next color that draws my attention is going to be, I would say this one here. And I'm gonna grab some of this. Oh, I swear, this is like the most like horrible review in the world, girl. Anyway, it's my review and I like it, okay? Get over it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of this here. I'm gonna grab a lot of it actually, and I'm gonna put some on my hand again. And we'll find some room for it right here in the middle. What do you think of that? That reminds me of something from like Juvia's Planet, Juvia's Place. Girl, if you could see over here, there's like a lot of like hair bristles all over the place. What do you expect, right? But yeah, it kind of reminded me of something from Juvia's Place that they would have in their lineup. You can see I've been literally like cleaning each like stroke, girl, and then drying it off. Crazy. This Morphe brush is putting in work today. Okay, so the next thing I want to cover is this color right here. I don't know if let me see on camera. It doesn't look as sickening on camera as it does in person. But let me go ahead and just swatch it here. Look at that. And then I'm gonna grab some of it here. It doesn't really look too good there. But let's see how it does on the hand here. Grab some of it there. And we're gonna put some of it right here. Can you see it kind of like glisten a little bit? I actually think that's a real sophisticated color for this palette. I wasn't really expecting that, but it looks really good. I mean, it's like a green shimmer, almost like an emerald green. I really do like that one. I don't think though, like honestly, I don't think it would photograph well in photos, but I do think it would pick up really good in daytime, because I think at nighttime it would tend to look like if you're just wearing like kind of like a black eyeshadow with shimmer on it. But I think in the daytime with really good lighting, it would look amazing. Okay, there's a color on here called, I think it's called Obsessed, which is this one right here. Jaclyn said that she worked extra hard on this one, that it took her like, that she did it like what, a whole bunch of times to get the right color, and how she became obsessed with that color there. Let's try it again. It's a little bit of purple in it now, girl, damn it. But yeah, okay, let's see how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and get all that excess out the way. Grab some of this Obsessed, and we will see how that looks. I'm gonna put this right here. Hold on, let me get a clean finger, okay? Girl. I don't know. I don't think that's a... You know what that looks like? It kind of reminds me of the Champagne Pop highlighter, like a little bit. I wiped it off and there's still some residue there. So now that I'm back, the next color I think I really want to, that I would actually use, let me see, I don't have any more colors left. Let me clean this one. Let me see here. I'm gonna grab this one, see how that looks. That one looks pretty cool. Let's see how this one looks like. And I'm gonna put this right here. That is, I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I would definitely use this a lot, especially like under the brow bone. I kind of like that one because it kind of shows up white, even though it's not here. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I think some of these colors, like some of these here, I think we've all seen these colors before in something else, or like in other palettes. So I don't really know if it's something that, you know, something like go home and like go crazy over. I mean, a copper, a darker copper. You know, we've seen these colors before in other palettes. I think overall the standout hits for me were gonna be these right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe one of these and one of those. So overall, when you come to like these colors here, I don't really think they're necessary because we've seen them before, so I don't really think it's anything groundbreaking. But I would say these colors are super nice. Granted, and the reason I'm not gonna go into these colors is, you know, I think, like I said, they're just like a waste of time to honestly go over colors that we already probably have in other palettes and stuff like that. They don't have any shimmer. They're very matte. I was really disappointed most with this one right here. This Hot Cheeto Simpson color really wasn't my favorite out of all of them. It just, I've seen this done better, and that's what I'm trying to say. But overall, the consistency, like if I was just to feel it on all of them, they feel really smooth. They don't feel like chalky or thick. They feel almost, I want to say like buttery. Is this the best palette in the world? No. Is it the worst palette? Absolutely not. This one, I thought, you know, for Jaclyn to say that she spent a lot of time over this one, that she called it obsessed because she was obsessed with this color. To me, it's kind of a letdown, but again, when you overthink things too much, it kind of is a letdown. So I kind of feel like this one was kind of a letdown for me. I was really excited to see what this one looked like overall. The quality of the palette, like I said, for it just to be cardboard with no mirror, I think it could have been a little bit more cheaper. I think it could have been cheaper because it had no mirror. You know, it's just, you know, little cardboard, and you can see it's already kind of getting dirty and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I would have much liked it to be this type of material, but you know, the palette's done, it's out, it's sold. A lot of the hype for this palette has died down. I don't really see that many people using it now after the hype died down, but you know, I could definitely see some people going to this palette for some of these blues or purples or this color if they don't have a palette. So if you're I would feel like if you're starting out with makeup and you don't have a lot of colors, I would say this one would be a really good start to have because it has like a lot of the basics. You know what I'm saying? The only thing it was missing to me was like a pure white. You know, like over here in the corner, I would love to see a pure white, and I would love to see like a deep engine red, but that's just my opinion. Other than that, I mean, you can only do so much with some of these colors. There's only so many colors in the rainbow. You know, it's rare for you to see a palette that say, oh girl, we invented a brand new color. You've never seen it before. Brand new color, honey. You know what I'm saying? This didn't have it, and it's okay. Overall, I think it's pretty cool. I could definitely see myself using some of these colors later on. And yeah, it almost, the hype of this palette almost seems so grand that it was almost like a novelty. Almost like, I don't know, like a novelty item would be like Chanel boomerang or Chanel tennis rackets, or, you know, a Gucci microwave, Gucci rims, and Gucci car. Like, those are just like novelty items. It was so hyped up that it almost put this into that realm. But it is actually functional and it is usable. And I think some people would really enjoy it. And I can see where some people can be angry and upset about it, especially like the price point and the materials used. Alright girls, thanks for watching my busted ass videos. If you liked the video, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, send it to your haters so when they watch it, they'll have 10 minutes of life they'll never get back. Alright, see you next video. Peace.